this. So most of us will have by default ChatGPT-5, and you'll just have some more options if you're upgraded, but generally you'll have ChatGPT-5, hard to say. So what it will give you down the bottom is it'll give you this drop down, and there's one in there called create an image. And when you're creating an image, if you can give it a reference, it will take that same look and feel and then apply it to other scenes. So I've got this picture that's basically a cartoon of me. I've got one with my two dogs, and then I've asked it to replicate that with other sort of examples like, in garden, sipping a chai, playing with dogs, etc. And so here it is, it can take that and start creating that image based on what I've already put in there. Here's another one. So here's one of me cooking, and then you can just, keep doing that as you go. So that's a really useful tool. Another thing that you can do, and especially giving it an example, is not just to create perhaps, an image, but maybe just describe something that's already there. So I went out for a walk this morning. I took some pictures of this plant. Now I do know what this is, but I don't exactly know the exact name. So I can upload this image and say, can you tell me what this tree is and the common and scientific name, please. Okay, so I've just put in a picture. I'm asking it for some information, and here it is. So it's providing that it is a magnolia tree, which I did, but I didn't know it was called the saucer magnolia. So that's the common name, and then the scientific name, and then it's given me some more information, and it's, how I can keep it blooming. But what I might do now is actually create a different style. So you'll see image here. So what I'm going to do is ask it to, can you please create this magnolia tree as a colouring image with colouring image. Let's just see if that works. If not, I can prompt it a little bit more. So you can see you don't just have to get it to do an image, you can actually drop something in there. For example, if you had some notes, or even if you had bank statements, you could upload it and it could actually do more than just generate an image. It could take that whole bank statement and give you do a task like, say, how much am I spending on each of these categories per month? And it would do it because it can do more than just look at an image. It can take the text and make it into much more than that. So this is coming up with hopefully a line drawing. While it's just doing that, I might start another prompt. Can you create a series of icons for small business shop in the style of my image above. The icons should include one prompt. I could probably be saying this instead of typing it. Prompt. Number two, let's say, and these four. So I've put four in, and let's just see what it does. So I've told it the style, I've told it the output. This is the brand that it should already know, and you can see what it's done with this drawing. It's actually taken it exactly as is and done a line art, which could be really useful if you're creative like me, in terms of, being able to paint it yourself and print it out, or tapestry, or there's lots of applications for that, and you can download it. So let's see how it goes then with this icons. So as you can see, this is all done within the image section of ChatGPT, but in your general ChatGPTs, you'll find a lot of other applications that just focus on drawing. Things like Midjourney, things like, there's lots of them in there. Just go and have a look, and you'll simply find them. So this is getting started now, and we'll come back and have a look at what it's created. Remember, you could do this for a logo, you could do this for a mood board. The more context you give it, the better. So you could even upload some things from Pinterest. You could, do something. You could upload your lounge suite and ask it to provide suggestions of certain lamps that would fit, and you would need to describe the sort of style that you were going after, and it would come back with some suggestions. So it's when you think of the design element of creating images, it has lots of applications. So here's what it's done. It's done little outlines for each of these little prompts. It's put the the word element underneath. It's used me in a couple of them. And so I could go on to, improve that prompt, add the color palette of that I'm looking for, make them separated, etc., etc. So it's about iterating those until they're exactly right. But hopefully that gives you some idea in terms of using the image within this particular ChatGPT-5.